What's going on, everybody? So welcome to a Vinland Saga reaction video. So I tried this with my Attack on Titan reviews and they got a pretty okay response. So I'm going to try it out with a couple of other manga just to give you my kind of first initial live reactions. Now, this isn't something that's going to happen every time. Pretty much I'm just going to do it with volumes that people tell me are like the really important ones or ones that they definitely want to see reactions to. But I got an okay response from doing the Attack on Titan one, so I thought I'd branch out and try it with another manga. If you like the video, let me know in the comments down below. If you don't like this format, let me know that too, and we'll change it up as it goes along. My only gripe with doing like videos like this was, one, I know there's a lot of reaction videos out there, but most people do it to anime, not to manga. And two is you don't get a full, like, well-rounded, collected thought analysis of the volume itself because I'm just going off of my initial reactions, so it's not like a thought-out kind of, thought-over thing. See, I can't even speak when I'm trying to do things live. But regardless, sometimes it is fun to get initial reactions because sometimes when I'm reading things, especially with Vinland Saga, when I read the last volume, got my physical copy here, I had so many like visceral, deep emotional reactions that this one actually probably could have used a live reaction. I think you guys could have gotten a benefit out of that one because this volume blew me away. I'm loving this arc so far, this farm arc, the slave arc, whatever you want to call it. Thorfinn here being a slave, being just depressed as hell, just ready to die at any moment. And the new character, Einor, who was introduced, the other slave, which this guy is awesome. I love this guy. I love his humor. I love his attitude. He's got a positive outlook on things, even though he's a slave. He's very determined to earn his way out. You know, if they grow enough wheat, if they provide enough for the slave owner, that he'll eventually give them their freedom. So I really like the kind of aspect that's going on with that. I like how he has a crush on one of the other slaves who is actually like being a mistress to the slave owner, who he confines in because he can't take like the violence of the world and the violence around him, and he's actually like really sad and torn up and probably emotionally unstable to some degree. So I kind of like that aspect. There's going to be something going on with that. There's of course the mercenaries that are around protecting the farm because this is a huge farm, and then there's the old man, the owner's father, who has been kind of taking a liking to Thorfinn and Einor and like letting them borrow horses and things like that as they help him out. So that aspect that's going on is really cool too. I think there's a little bit more to that character. And of course, at the end of that volume, Thorfinn had made a declaration to himself that he is through with violence. Now, I know there's a lot of Vinland Saga left to go. So the only thing to me is like, I'm wondering, it's an exciting thing to me, is like, I'm wondering how the story is going to go forward with Thorfinn refusing to enact in any violence whatsoever, because he is obviously at a very extreme disadvantage here. You know, he is a slave. He's forced to do things against his will. They were gonna kill him in the last volume at one point, and you know, he's weaponless. He's weak. He doesn't get a chance to eat very much. So it's like, you know, if he's put into a dangerous situation, how is he going to respond, you know? And if this farm is attacked or anything, will he have anything to do with defending it? You know, there's a lot of things happening here. Also, this volume cover is very confusing to me because I think Einor is a redhead, represent, but I don't think that's him on the cover. But then again, this character's like covered in chains, like a slave would be, and then the girl there, I don't know if that's the slave that he has a crush on. So this cover, volume cover, is very intriguing to me. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get right into it. The headphones are just for me because I listen to music while I read, but you guys won't have to hear it, don't worry. So let's get right into this shit. Oh, dude, and freaking Canute. I don't think I talked about him in the last volume very much. He only had like one chapter or whatnot, but this guy has turned into a motherfucking savage. Not really, but not a savage like Thorkel or anything. But he is just getting things done. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a history buff. I'm enjoying Vinland Saga as a piece of art, as a piece of fiction, as a piece of just manga, okay? So I don't know how accurate it is to history or anything like that, or the real King Canute or Prince Canute or anything like that. So please don't judge me too harshly if I'm not super connected to the actual history of everything going on, because I'm just reading this as a story. I'm not reading it as like how accurate it was to history or anything. So because I don't really know. That is definitely a huge gap in my knowledge. Is a lot of history. I'm not too good at that. So so bear with me. All right. So we got some ships coming in. I know, like last time in my my review, people were saying to go slower. I was only going fast because I didn't want it to be boring, but I'm gonna take it slow. Oh, this is what's his name? Ragnar's brother. Pardon your majesty, it is time to wake. The ship will land in Jelling momentarily. King Canute. Yeah, dude. Oh man, dude, Canute has like pulled the ultimate 180. I can't wait to see what he's up to. King Harald's base, Jelling Peninsula, Denmark. Okay, back to Denmark. Canute. You wouldn't even know this is the same character looking at him. You need not tarry in this dreary place, King Canute. Wait in the cabin, and I shall have horses ranged at once. Here is fine. I've not been home in years. I want to feel the breeze. Overjoyed to hear your safe return from England. Wolf. How is my brother the king? Okay, so here's the thing. We have yet to really see Canute's brother, so that's one thing I'm really excited for. I must admit that King Harald is not in good health. The sickness has advanced this month. He is unable to even hold a conversation. I see, then his time is limited. Alright, so maybe we won't get much of him. From what the caretakers say, the next few days are likely to be the last. Very well. I appreciate your presence at his sickbed in my stead. When we were children, my brother the king was quite skilled at that game. At times he would play with me. The courtiers chose sides between him and me when the matter of succession arose, but he was not the sort to let that competition change his feelings. He was often of great help to me during the subjugation of England. I owe him my thanks. Well, okay. I was expecting there to be a little bit more of a rivalry. Oh, shit. That's his father's head. So, Canute's got trauma, man. Canute's got trauma. I mean, even though his father wanted to have him killed, he did have to see him murdered right in front of him. That something the matter, Majesty? Nothing. Damn. In the 4 years after the death of King Sweyn, his two sons succeeded him in different territories. Okay. Again, like, I'm assuming this is historically accurate, but I don't know, so don't judge me on that aspect. To Harald the Elder went to Denmark, and Canute the Younger went to England. The two kingdoms were on good terms. Okay. I do like the map aspect and everything that Vinland Saga does, too. It kind of puts things in perspective. Harald sent a large fleet to Canute's aid in conquering England, actively assisting his brother's campaign, but in the year 1018, just after Canute claimed the throne of England, Harald fell ill. He had no heir. Okay, so Canute is gonna be the guy. Brother Canute, oh, you're really back from Jelling. Yo. Canute's sister's hot. You will refer to me as your majesty. I have returned, King Harald. I'm just surprised because I wasn't expecting it. Brother Harald, Canute has come back to see you. Do you recognize him? He's fucked. He looks a lot more like the king than Canute does. Don't force him to wake if he cannot. I will be here for a while. We can speak when his majesty is in better condition. Canute. Yes, King Harald, it is Canute. Please be at peace. There's no need to worry about the kingdom. I have been waiting for you. I leave Denmark in your hands. Oh, man. Also, Canute with short hair. Much better. You must not speak in such absolutes, King Harald. Your wealth will recover, and before long, we shall play as we did in our childhood. Shit! Oh, dude, he's seeing the king's head again. Well, they do look similar, like I just said. You've grown, Canute. You learn to live through your teeth without giving anything away. What is that word? I don't know. Offering platitudes to the man you poison as he lies in his deathbed, and what do you stand to get? Oh, I forgot. Yo, I'm sorry. I completely forgot that Canute was... Okay, shit. Oh, man. Harald was always kind to you. What reason have you to kill him? You could have worked together to improve your control over the world. This is not for the sake of the utopia you dreamed of. There is ravenous ambition within your heart to become the ruler of the North Sea. This is the curse of the crown. That's what he was trying to tell him before. There is no escape. You will wear both crowns of Denmark and England, and your suffering shall be twice mine. Yeah. What's the matter? You were staring off into space. You aren't sick too, are you? It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Prepare a bedchamber. His Majesty is fatigued from his long voyage. Oh man. The curse of the crown. Instructed me to bring you something to drink. Where is it from? I don't need it. I'm not thirsty. You fear poison because you wield it yourself. Isn't that right, Canute? Oh god. I love how he's just haunted by the severed head of his father. Jesus Christ. Rather mischievous of you to appear in broad daylight, wasn't it? I very nearly spoke to you aloud, King Swain. Okay, so this has been going on for a while. You know, and it's kind of like Thorfinn, you know, he was seeing Askeladd, at least in the dream and everything, and Canute is seeing visions of his father as well. It's just those sins, man, they don't leave you, you know, they're always by your side. Everyone's got their trauma, and it's taken representation in the king's head, because Canute is on his way to be the king, and all of it was kind of about him to begin with. So if you could see me in the daytime, then the curse is nearly at its peak. Yeah, it's a curse, yeah. And even if you, I mean, you could look at this as a curse. Like, I'm sure there's no magic involved in Vinland Saga, but the idea of a curse is something that haunts you, right? It's something that's on your mind constantly. Your mind makes a curse real because you believe into it. So if you have that trauma and you're seeing the visions of something dark that you represented, you know, that's what Canute's seeing. So you don't stand there. I have no need for you. Oh yeah. The land needed to be united to create paradise. 2 kings would lead only to disaster. King Harald's death was necessary. So long as your goal is noble, your means are beyond reproach. I must admit, you certainly learned how to think like a king. Yeah, that justifying everything in the name of the good of the country. I once hated you, King Swain. I wish for your death. And look at me now. You are the only man whom I can speak my mind freely. Because the king knows all his dirty, dark secrets. Yeah. Let us be friends. After all, we both wear the curse. Oh shit! I like how he puts on the crown and the head disappears. It's kind of like it's then, you know, he is becoming that thing. That's pretty cool. So this is it. Nothing to it. Damn, dude. Vinland Saga is awesome. All right, back to Thorfinn. Dude, look at his. Oh my god, dude, Thorfinn is freaking jacked. He's lean. He's lean. You know, this is that slave physique. Get that slave training. Get that slave physique. Thanks. You know what's funny is that Einor is like bigger than him. You know. Not that that means anything. I'm a short guy too. But here goes. Just 2 jacked men farming. Yeehaw! There's the last tree. Oh, dude. Hell yeah! I've never been so excited for 2 men to grow wheat, you know? Thorfinn's getting older. I wonder how old Thorfinn is now. What is the timeline? It's been 4 years? So he'd be like 23? 24? Wasn't he 18 when Swain died? So he'd be 22? I don't know. Can't believe my eyes. We set our minds to it. You and I turned an entire forest into farmland. It only took over 3 years. If only all this land actually belonged to us. Well, that's the tragic part of being a slave. We worked hard, it's just about time. Pater told me not long ago. With the next summer's harvest from this cultivation, we'll be able to buy back our freedom and some change to spare. Okay. You know something's gonna go wrong, though. As it should! Storytelling. What will you do when you're free? Return home? I'm not sure. No family back there to return to. Besides, there's still Arnheid. Yeah, that's the girl. He doesn't, and I don't think that they know what she does for the owner. If only Arnheid could be freed too, then I'd feel much more satisfied about the whole thing. It's a tricky situation. I don't imagine the master will want to let her go. What about you, Thorfinn? Are you going back to Iceland? Back home? I suppose I ought to go back for a while. You know, the thing is, like, Thorfinn has been, like, heavily ignoring his homeland for so long, you know? It's almost as if he doesn't even want to believe that it still exists, but he's got his sister and everything. Leif Erikson. There's something I'd like to try. Well, it's nothing very specific yet. You know, what would you say about trying to eliminate warfare and slavery from the world? You know, just slightly ambitious. But he's dead fucking serious. I'd say it sounds like a dream. Wow. Wow. You've taken down every last tree then. Well done. How does it look? Will you have tilled the land by planting? If we hurry, I think we'll be ready. Aye, good. Then I'll be generous. Once the planting is finished, you two will be free. Thorfinn, Einar, you've worked hard enough to earn it. Nice. What is this? I thought you'd be happier. And they're just like shocked, like, you know, like it's actually real, you know, it's actually gonna happen. Oh man. Dude, I love these guys. I love them. You're leaving? Okay. But, oh shit. Of course he says it and no one's around to witness. And then he's gonna go on a journey. This, okay. Might have been, wait. He's not a, have you seen the old master? Okay. At any rate, if you should see him, tell him that I've gone to the court at Jelling to pay my respects to His Majesty King Harold. But I should be back in time for the planting. Make sure you've tilled the land into fields by then. Safe travels, master. Aye. Oh, yes. Do you have any interest in being hands on the farm once you are free? I can always use good workers like you. I don't think either of them are going to want to, but then again, that girl's still here. Give it some thought. There's that option too. I've been a slave for so long, it's hard to say. Who knew it would be so hard to decide now that I finally have a choice? Yeah, that's kind of one of these brutal truths about slavery is like sometimes when you've been a slave for so long and that's all you know. I mean, Einor's only been a slave for like 4 years, but it kind of is one of those things that it's like, now that I have a choice, what do I do with it? You know, I've never had a choice before. You think you could really stick around here? It's true that I don't get along with the hands, that's for certain. But if I stay here, I might eventually have a chance to free Arnid. I didn't realize you were head over heels for her. I just want her to be free. I feel sorry for her. That's not all you want, boy. Oh god, this is, Snake. Snake! For my Metal Gear fans out there. Not with you. Where's the old master? He left for the fields this morning and hasn't been back since. Doesn't he know it's nearly dinner time? The master was searching for him as well. He told us to pass on a message for him. This is strange. He's always home by this time. I haven't even had any lunch. The old master wants me to starve. Where are you going? The fields. Follow me. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah. I mean, he's old. That's gonna be me someday. I know it. That's a brutal image. Dude. The symbolism in this image, I'm sorry, being a slave to, like, war. Woo! Vinland, I love you. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Who? What? Where? What? Why? What? The fuck is happening? What the? What? I don't even... Okay, this has got to be a dream. Because that looks like... Just spare my life. As Odin is my witness. What the... I don't even know what the fuck is happening. Carrie, not enough. You cannot undo the humiliation I have suffered with such paltry offer. You must descend into slavery yourself. Only then will you know the depths of my rage. What the fuck? I'm saving that image. What the fuck is happening? Of course, I will be your slave. I will serve you. From now on, you are the master. I am the slave. Just spare my life, kind master. I see. So you will be my slave. Of course. Then let the decision to kill you or let you live is entirely mine. What is happening? It took a long time, but now it has come. I have come to see you. What? What? Because I have no idea what's fucking happening. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna trust in Vinland. So death comes in a bed rather than in a field, even for me. Who is... Wait. It's open. Come in. Pardon me. I'm here on my madam's orders. I have no idea. I have no idea who that character was. Like, I'm trying to... I thought it was like a dream. I thought it was Thorfinn. Real quick. But it wasn't. Because one of the bodies looked like Einor. I don't know. Old Master said I should make enough for everyone. I only hope that it will meet your statistics. They're slaves, man. They're gonna appreciate any food. Please lead up, old master. I am here for the care of your daily needs now, if anything. So she's gonna be even closer to them. Will you sleep in my home? Yes, the madam instructed me to. Open wide. I hope I hope that the taste meets your approval. Your taste would meet my approval. Don't worry. No need. I will eat later. I'm not hungry now. I see. Very well. Just shove the spoon in his mouth. The old man's too embarrassed to open his mouth for his food. Get used to it, Gramps. Until your body recovers, open wide is all you get. Did you just laugh? Thorfinn. He's comfortable. It's true. I'm not hungry at the moment. Later when I feel... and his belly rumbles. That's funny. He's a proud old man, you know. I know old men like this where they've done everything themselves their whole lives, and they don't want to feel like they have to be taken care of. I mean, that's probably going to be me, to be honest. Thank you so much for the meal. It was truly delicious. Oh, just leave it at that. I'll wash all the dishes. I'm relieved, actually. The old master seems much healthier than I'd heard, and he's not quite as frightening either. He's standoffish, but he's really quite kind at heart. Yes, I begin to pick up on that. I haven't had a meal with smiles and laughter in years. It's almost like back when I used to be free. Aww. You forget that I said that, won't you, Einar? Oh, this fucker. Hey, slaves, have you seen Snake? An escaped slave? Yes, he's from Yalakar's farm. About 3 days ago. Okay, that's what that was from. Sorry, I was lost, man. I was lost. You never know how to manage your slaves properly. He got what he deserved. The thing is, it's not as simple as that. The slave slaughtered Yalakar and his sons and set the house ablaze. He's a vicious son of a bitch who knows what he's doing. Yalakar's uncle is saying that he'll give 3 horses to the man who tracks him down. What do you think, boss? Don't you wish we still lived in the age where, like, money wasn't as important as, like, trading horses and sheep? Horses aside, it might be worth it to stand on guard. Boost your rounds to the 3 men to a team for the time being, starting now. And if you happen to see him on his farm, don't go out of your way to capture him. Call for help first. You never know what someone with his back against the wall will do. Damn, was that Canute? Jesus. King Harald's residence, Jelling, Jutland Peninsula, Denmark, October 1018. Clang, clang, clang. This way, princess, his majesty and wolf. Oh my. You're right, that's my brother Canute. Dude, oh my goodness. Look at the drawing on this too, that chainmail. His sword's taking some damage also, you can see. Nice. Pushing him back. I mean, it's not like Canute grew up training or anything, or at least, you know, probably didn't take it seriously when he was younger, so. But the fact that he can even do what he's doing is pretty impressive. Canute's an able warrior, nimble even under full armor. It's crazy. It's kind of, again, Canute also kind of parallels Thorfinn, because Thorfinn went from being this savage to being gentle, and Canute went from being gentle, or not really gentle, more fearful, into a man that's like, take no prisoners, you know. So really just for practice, what if they hit each other? They'll be maimed. Gunnar. Lady Estrid, you look ravishing today. I don't feel ravishing. I feel terrified at my wit's end. That's funny. This is not a sight for dignified ladies. But have no concerns. Wolf is a skilled duelist. He is no doubt moderating his blows to ensure no harm is done. It doesn't seem that way to me. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Canute used to hate even touching a blade. His Majesty awakened to his king's blood while in England, and that is a very good thing. He who rules above must be strong in every capacity, and he must be able to show that strength to his vassals. Norsemen will not follow the orders of a weak man. You know, and imagine if we had that today. Imagine if our world leaders were actually strong men and not just fat old pieces of shit that sat behind desks. Brother Canute seems to be in so much pain. He's trying his heart out, man. You have a bad habit of withdrawing when you get tired. Pulling back will only prolong the fight and the fatigue even more. A king's sword is the one that seizes the initiative to break the foe and find victory. Remember, the enemy is not only the one watching your blade, your men will look too as well and judge for themselves. And Estridge is watching. I'm sure you've noticed her eyes on us. Of course. That's why your swings got sharper all of a sudden. You know, if there's just one thing that can inspire a man, it is a woman. Don't start up with that again. You won't catch me with that one twice. Forget I said it then. Besides, she's not even looking anymore. She's too busy talking to the man next to her. Bam! You got it. Nice. I yield. Woo! All's fair in love and war, man. And when you combine the two, it's very dangerous. I'll be damned. We got Wolf to yield, even if it took him 5 bouts. Seemed like he caught Wolf off guard on that last one. Oh, man, he's tired. Reminds me of being a freaking teenager after sparring classes. Jesus. Your Majesty, I've warned you against hurling your blade aside like that. Brilliant swordsmanship. What do you want, Gunner? I have finished drawing up the results of our survey. I can show them to you in our chamber. Alas, the truly rich are few in numbers, it seems. If we squeezed all the names listed here, we might earn the extra £3,000 a year at best. Our only other option is, well, an overall tax increase. That one would be my personal recommendation. Keitel, son of Sverkel, owns quite a large farm in the south. Keitel! Hey, that's the guy. There's no indication of each holding military strength. Yes, we won't have a good idea until we actually visit. We need those numbers, do more research, and report back. You realize that this means you will be levying a great increased tax just after taking the throne of Denmark. I'm more concerned about a revolt by the Danish people. Preventing such revolts is essential of politics. There is a way. After taking the English throne, Canute immediately proposed a sudden plan. He needed to seize a new source of income. Following England's subjugation, Canute kept his Danish soldiers present and as an occupying force, but the cost of maintaining an army that large came from maintaining that army, sorry, I'm making up words, from English taxes, which led to unrest among the English people. If Canute could not procure additional funds from his other territory at Denmark, he would have no choice but to shrink his occupation force. Okay, you say there is a way, but I don't see expanding our direct holdings, cultivating a new land, but that will take time in order to be profitable. No, we increase royalty-owned farmland through other means. Okay, you mean expropriation? But Your Majesty, this cannot be wise. We need money, and the situation demands some hardship. Rather than seeding discontent throughout the kingdom with taxes, we ought to avoid this outcome by sacrificing the happiness of a small number of people. Oof. That's why it sucks being a leader. Unless you have a better idea. What if we just disbanded the standing army? Out of the question. The English already dislike the idea of the Danes ruling over them. Only an army under my own command has the power to enforce my rule there. A king is a sword. What king in this world can rule without power? What? King Harold has passed? Yeah. Happened a week ago. Funeral's done and everything. Oh, that's his son. That guy's an asshole. You were just a bit too late, Dad. Then by the time I left the farm, he was already... Yep, that's the short of it. I didn't realize he was so sickly. What a disaster. I brought an entire mountain of goods to pay my respects. Three-hole Kierner... Wait. That must be the name of the ship. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. How generous of you. If you're here to welcome me to Jelling Thorgil, what... Does that mean that King Canute is here as well? I am his loyal Thagan. Thagan? Again, I don't know what that means. Believe it or not. Canute is acting as king, but is not crowded yet. He's in the palace. See, there's a silver lining. I've lost most of my powerful backing in King Harold. Now I must forge a strong connection with the next king of Denmark. Is there any way you can win me King Canute's favor? You're an ambitious old man. Alright, I'll manage something. Besides, I think you've got enough to tribute with you. Thank you, boy. Olmar. Where's Olmar gone? That's his... Oh, Olmar is the other son, right? Yeah. Young master went into town on his own. And you just let him go? I told you to keep an eye on him. There, Dad. He's already 20, not a child anymore. He is a child. The idiot will always be a child. Just imagine what he'll get into. Yeah. I have no doubt that he's already gotten himself into an argument over the mere bumped shoulder or two. You know full well that it was you that bumped into me. Nice. Admit it, you little bitch. I'd say that you're the one that owes me an apology. How dare you blame me for this? What am I supposed to do now? Who will buy my rugs like this? That ain't my fault. You don't even think about forcing me to buy them. You won't catch me with with that one. What, you accuse me of staging this like some cheap scam? You will reimburse me for the merchandise, though. Huh, I knew that was coming. That's what you were working up to this whole time, you little shady grifter. Why, you filthy. How could any parents raise someone so twisted and backwards? Listen here, I learned to do an honest business from my father. I won't let another insult pass. Yeah, and what will you do, huh? You want to fight? We could take this in the mud if you want, con artist. This guy's a phony. He's a big fat phony. That does it. You dunder-headed ninny. Now that's an insult that isn't used enough anymore. Takes out his sword. You know this guy's a piece of shit, though. What's wrong, con artist? Come and take a swing at me. Do I see you trembling? Coward. Me, a coward? His hairstyle looks like it's from like the fucking greasers or something. When a real man gets down to business, it's a battle for his life. If you don't stay ready to fight anytime, any place, that just shows what a weak excuse for a Norse pride you have. Let me ask you this. Who here is at all impressed with your so-called pride? You stupid, stupid boy. Why do you go off and start a fight every time I take my eyes off you? What the fuck, Dad? We're having a man's fight. Don't put your head in here where it don't belong. He's just like, God, I hate this guy. You have my apologies. Allow me to pay you for your textiles. Will this cover the damages? Yeah, I guess so. As long as you're able to cover, I suppose I can forget. Hey, Bug Eyes, give him his change. Dad, you saw that? The entire thing. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa. I was hoping to see how you'd respond to this argument, but I'm disappointed in your reaction. It'll be a while before I can trust you with any big transactions. Hey! My pardons for my son's poor behavior. Leif Erikson at your service. Leif Erikson has a son? Oh my god. That's badass. So, Leif is here, but, I mean, this is far away from where Thorfinn is, but... an adopted son. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. Just a series of coincidences that brought him to me. Go on, speak for yourself. I'm Thorfinn. Oh, Leif. Sorry about that earlier. Everyone calls Bug Eyes, so feel free. Thorfinn? Huh? Oh, pardon me. I have a worker on my farm with the same name, that's all. A quiet but steadfast laborer. Perhaps I should have named this boy Thorfinn. Then he'd have turned out better. Well, your son is bold, at least. Leif is thinking about it. Keitel, if you don't mind me asking, would this Thorfinn in your employ happen to be a slave? Yes, I'm surprised you could tell. I did not reveal his background because I did not want to upset you by the comparison. Is he Nordic, blonde with brown eyes, just about the age of this one? My goodness, you are correct on all counts. He is a bit shorter, however... This again, Dad? And is he a former warrior, originally from Iceland? What was his story again? I do recall seeing many scars on his body from blades. Don't get your hopes up, Dad. It'll just end up like with me. So, he probably got him just because he was named Thorfinn. That's funny. All the features match so far. It seems you have some past with this fellow, Leif. Would you tell me more? Yes. I have been searching for him. He is the son of a friend who fell into slavery. Really, it's not that far away, I swear. Keitel sailed here himself, and he said that we could join him in his voyage return. And how long is the trip from here? 5 days if the wind is right. Then we're losing at least 10 days of our trip. That's well more than a detour. But listen, my lord, this Thorfinn is not like the previous ones. I think it's really him. It's already autumn, Pops. If we don't start back soon, the seas around Greenland will freeze. We're already pushing it as it is. What if we add another 10 days, and if we don't have the luck with the wind on the tides on top of that? I'm sorry, Pops. There'll be none of it. It's Thorfinn this time. Understand? Ah. The next day. What a pleasant surprise. I only arrived yesterday, and already today I've got my audience with King Canute. You've got more sway within the palace than I realized, Thorgil. I'm impressed. Actually, I'm a bit surprised as well, Dad. His Majesty is a very busy man. Perhaps your tribute pleased him. I suppose it must have. Our crops are the finest and most plentiful in the south. Even His Majesty must realize that there's no downside to allying with us. Keitel and family enter the audience hall. That's us. Now, Omar, behave yourself. Is that understood? Yeah. Dude, look at Canute, though. Like, seriously. Good lord. He's not wearing the crown. I have seen your gifts, Kaito. They are very fine. I accept them. Yes, Your Majesty. Your approval is an honor of which I am most unworthy, but I am nonetheless very glad to receive it. And were these produced by your farmland? Yes, indeed. This year was a bountiful one, thankfully. The late King Harold was very pleased with your offerings as well, I'm happy to say. From what I understand, he enjoyed the pigs we offered for Yule every year. Indeed. I know that you received quite favorable protection from the King Harold and King Swain. Have no fear, I have no intention of ragging on the deals made by my father and my brother. Mighty productive farmers such as yourself are a treasure of Denmark. Continue into your work, knowing that your efforts are the cornerstone of our power. It's quite the compliment. Thank you, Your Majesty. I hope that I might continue to rely on your patronage. Well, that's a relief. I'm glad King Canute is an understanding man. What are you gonna do? Kneel in the presence of your king. What are you doing? Pardon him for his rudeness. King Canute, I have a favor to ask. Oh, God. Please put me in your royal army. One of your things, just like my big bro, if you can. I have trained so much just for this day. I can be of service. Just watch a demonstration. Oh, God, no. Don't. You bloody fool. Do you have any idea of the disrespect you're doing by drawing your sword in the king's presence? Shut up and let go of me, old man. I just want to fight. I'm tired of wasting my life in that crappy backwater. Oh, man. What shall we do, Majesty? I do not mind, Kaito. Let us see his skill with the blade. That pig is to be dinner for tonight for our men. Cut it as you would a human body. Yes, one good whack then? God. He's, God, he's just hacking it. Enough, that will do. What a waste of a pig, too. I mean, you can still eat it, but... Bones are really tough. You said your name was Olmar. I will confer on this matter with my head thane and deliver our decision on the morrow. Everyone's just like, oh, God. What a way to embarrass his fucking dad, man. Remain in jailing until then, so that you know so you may answer our summons. Stupid boy. Well, he went right to bed as soon as he reached the lodging. You've really done it now, Olmar. I'll never hear the end of it from the other warriors after this. Yeah, and embarrass his brother. I swear, the most unpredictable people in the world are the small of heart. Well, what's done is done. You better be careful not to shame our family any more than you already have. Yeah, it's out of the question. Completely unfit as a thane. You find a combination often. All pride and no skill. Okay. No concept whatsoever of where his own limits are. Such men are the first to die in battle. Yeah. I wouldn't want him under me. Yes, I understand your opinion as head thane. Now, let me ask you for a second opinion. I think the lad will be very useful. Indeed, useful. Okay. Not the typical Norse youth and dull-witted to boot. He will dance perfectly to our tune. Then we will proceed with the plan? Yes, we'll begin at once. It's before the coronation. Sorry. But we cannot let this opportunity pass by us. Kaito is our first test case for appropriation. I'm afraid that this ordeal they may suffer to ensure peace for all. Damn! Damn, you knew it was coming, though. Disgrace. Yes, he's got that dull look in his eyes. Now that I see him, it makes sense. The man couldn't beat a dead pig. Never thought I'd see one for myself. I'm just amazed he actually thought he could join His Majesty's Thanes. On the contrary, his courage is admirable. So I just have to pass on the news then that he failed? Yeah, simply tell him. That is your job. Well, that can be done, but I can't guarantee that he'll be able to hold back for more. Just look at his gormless face. Like it's beginning to be ridiculed. Like it's begging to be ridiculed. He lost to a pig. Oh, man. Go on then. I'll buy you around when you're done. What? Did that guy just throw a coin at a butterfly? When it comes to gormless faces, you're no better than him. Pardon me, Olmar. Might I have a moment? You are Olmar, right? The name of Brode. The name's Brode. I'm from His late Majesty's forces. I have come with official news from Lord Wolf, King Canute's head thane. I failed, didn't I? Come. This is my job. Let me perform my proper duty. Ahem. In the matter of Olmar's application to enter the ranks of the Royal Thanes, the head thane recognizes and loads your forthright courage and willingness to sacrifice your life for the sake of His Majesty. However, upon witnessing your display of your skill, His Majesty has determined that your blade leaves a bit to be desired. Therefore, with my heavy heart, I must regrettably inform you. Oh, hell, it ain't regrettable in the least. You lost to a dead pig. Oh, man. You're... Stop, you're killing me. I'm gonna get a cramp. Oh, my God. I hear you couldn't cut through a pig. Is that true? Why, what's wrong? Was it wearing a solid chainmail? Chainmail, more like pig mail? That's not even funny. Pardon me, it's cruel to laugh like this. You've just missed out on a job opportunity and need helping hand. Why don't you boys find him a new line of work? Oh, that reminds me, the mansion needs a new kitchen boy. Nope, that's right out. Not if he can't cut up a pig. Don't shame us any more than you already have. Oh, and he's about to. Oh, he's about to. A real warrior responds to disgrace with his sword. Draw. They all start laughing at him. Okay. Yep. He just fucked up his entire life, man. He's attacking like the kings or Canute's, you know, fucking Thanes. Whatever, you know, Thane means. Awful rude way to act for such a weakling. God damn. He's just like swinging violently. There's no skill. There's nothing behind his sword swings. I'll handle this myself. Don't get involved, the rest of you. It'd bring shame on the name if I needed to help being a man who couldn't beat a pig. Well, look at you getting all feisty. Don't worry, Omar. I'll give you some lessons. Yeah. Up on your feet. Come on, you can do it. He's trying, man. Something's gonna go wrong, though. He's just as helpless as they said. Can't even take a proper swing. We really need him to land at least one good blow. Can't sell the act without it. Okay. Oof. Ugh. Stand up, Oldmar. A man doesn't roll around the ground during battle. His brother. Brother, I've been disgraced and insulted. That much is obvious. Now get on your feet and kill him. Oof. Alright. I said get on your fucking feet, Olmar. Man, listen to me, Olmar. A warrior who's been disgraced has two options. Kill or die. He's got like the exact opposite philosophy as Thor's. If you can't kill him, you die here. If there's one thing I won't stand from you, it's continuing to live with a disgrace on your shoulders. Fight and be a man. Today is the day. See the image in your mind, Omar. Envision yourself lopping off his head from his shoulders. Imagine seeing him cry with regret in a pool of blood, his entrails strewed about him. Kill him. Slaughter him. Go. He's showing some spirit now. Might be enough. He only works with himself when someone talks him into it. He's going to get caught by a straight charge from that far away. I'm tired of this. Sparring time is over. I'll deflect and give him a jab of my own. Oh! What the fuck, dude? Dude just threw a coin in this dude's eye. Like, the accuracy, my friend. And shit. Fuck. Oh, and he wasn't strong enough to fully lop off the head. But he got him. Oh my god. Oh, that's... God damn, you know he's probably still alive a little bit too. Jesus. He doesn't leave the palace alive. We cleanse the stain right here and now. Well done, Omar. That's my little brother. I'll handle the rest. Holy shit! Jesus Christ, dude. But then, how are they going to explain this to Canute, though? I don't know. That's crazy. That is insane. I'd like to see this guy fight Thorkel. I killed a man. Me, this is his first time. And his brother's just like so used to it. I'm saving this image too. Oh man. Settle down, Dad. Settle down! You killed the king's messengers. What have you done? How can this... His eyes was crushed by a stone or something. And he noticed. So this guy, his son, Thor something. I forget his name. Thorgel? No. Thor... Fuck. I don't know. But, you could tell that this guy is not just all talk. Obviously that he just killed a bunch of men right here, but he also noticed very quickly that this guy was hurt in the eye and whatnot. And so, like, he's not just a brute. He is somebody that's actually, like, a skilled warrior. And as well as the other guy, the top Thane, whatever his name was. I'm bad with names. You guys know this. So this is a very scary situation to be in. And fucking Olmar is just like, you know, what do you have to say for yourselves? Olmar was disgraced and it turned into a duel, and he protected his honor. There were 5 of them. I was just well justified enjoying his side. You're his father. You ought to be proud of Olmar. Fools, dueling is prohibited by the law here. A law that no one obeys. Oh man, just look at the fucking detail, just the intestines spread out. These men carried their swords around. They knew full well what kind of price an insult can carry. They knew that, and they disgraced Olmar anyway. They were insults, louts who deserved to die. Oh my god. And his father, like the Keitel, like he can't stomach this. You weren't in the wrong. It was a common duel. Under normal circumstances, we wouldn't be punished, assuming it was normal. If it was normal? Who dares disturb the king's peace in this stronghold? Come quietly, and we might not. What's going on? Why is Olmar alive? Plus Keitel, and who's the other one? Don't know, probably one of the clan. I am Thorgil, sorry, son of Keitel, Thane of King Canute. This is my father Keitel and brother Olmar. It was a standard duel. We did nothing wrong. Dueling is forbidden by the order of the king. You are guilty of disrespect to his majesty. We place you under arrest. There, you see, Thorgil? Hands behind your back. Hand over the sword and put your arms behind you. And no. Shit. Well, what the fuck does he plan to do? I mean, he's in Canute's territory, like, I don't know, but good lord, this guy is just a fucking savage, man. My god. Have you truly gone mad, Thorgil? I have a question for you, third rate today. I'm short-tempered, so watch how you answer. Speak and I'll spare your life. Why did you let Olmar win? Who's pulling the strings and why? They know. I don't... Oh! Fuck! Oh, it just stabs his eye, dude. Ugh. God. You heard my warning. Speak. Why did you put Olmar in this trap? To seize Keitel and to seize and arrest Keitel. We were meant to implicate Keitel in his son's crime and disobedience and treason to the king. So we had Olmar kill his majesty's messengers. What? What did I do to deserve? Is it for money? I just did what Wolf ordered, please. Wolf, that was his name. Okay, I got it. Gonna lock that in the brain. He can't stop the bleeding. Why, your majesty? You said that I was the treasure of Denmark. Yes, and now he wants that treasure, your land. It's all over. King Canute has set his sights on me. Not at all, father. This is just the beginning. Our foe is mighty. Oh my god. This guy. Please have him fight Thorkel. Oh my god. Keitel and his family fled. I have failed you, King Canute. We found their ships and lodgings, but there's no sight of them. We have men searching now. This was a good story element to put in to kind of merge their stories again, because with Thorfinn being, segregated from everything that's big that's happening, this is a good reason to get Canute to head towards the farm. But we also have that escaped slave also that's like on a rampage, so I don't know. It was my oversight that we did not bring Thorgil into custody. He seems like a capable man. He was a good soldier. It will not affect the plan. Now we have justification. We head to Keitel's farm as planned. If Keitel is not there, so much the better. If he is, and he resists, we'll put him down. Yes, Majesty. I will have all 32 of your personnel, Thane guards, mobilized, with 70 of Floki's Joms Vikings. That puts the manpower at 102 overall. Interesting, Floki. When will Floki arrive? Within 3 days from Jomsburg. We leave at daybreak in 3 days. You may go. And the king laughs. Why do you laugh? Is the deepening of my sin entertaining to you? Don't be cross. Why should a father not rejoice that his son is growing to resemble him? That's the thing, man, because you're becoming a leader, you're becoming a king. So first it's like, okay, I have to do this thing that's a little bit bad for the betterment of the people. And then like it slowly just descends into you're doing more and more wrong. Everything he's doing to Keitel. Keitel doesn't deserve what's happening to him. But it's just those things like, I'm going to justify this now. Then I'm going to justify this. And every bad decision you start to make, you justify it more and more. And the more you justify, the more you can do worse decisions and continue to justify them. And that has happened in kingdoms, in governments for forever, you know? Exists to this day. It feels like I've been good and pickled. You've saved us, Leaf. I appreciate your generosity. It was generosity. It wasn't generosity. It was a deal. Don't forget our terms. I can't escort wanted men like yourselves all the way home out of sheer generosity. You have no idea how much work it took to convince my crew. Don't worry. A warrior never goes back on his word. Keitel's farm will take your entire payload for 3 times its market price. There's Thorfinn as well. But of course, you'll have the slave. Ain't that right, Dad? Dad, you can come out now. Shut up. Don't even speak to me. Leave me alone. He's just in a barrel. Poor guy. See there, the hilt of the sword is catching the sun. Is this the escaped slave? Is he just sleeping or what? Seems that way. Judging by the state he's in, I'd say he was a beggar or pilgrim. But those types don't usually carry a sword. No, indeed. Pretty fishy, wouldn't you say? Plus the way he's resting in the midst of the woods like he's hiding. You two ought to keep your voices down. Think that's him? The one that's worth 3 horses? I'd say so. The runaway. The wanted fugitive slave. I'll be damned. We've hit the jackpot now, fellas. Look before you leap, fool. They say he's deadly ferocious. Don't be a pussy, lizard. If we call for help, that's even less of a share for us. I said keep your voices down. Why do you think why do you only think about things as if they resolved around you, Badger? You don't know what he can do with the sword. Where's the confidence coming from? The bounty on him is 3 horses. I'm just saying with 3 of us, it's 1 horse for every man. Nice and simple. Use your inside voices. You want a fucking horse so bad, you can take a leg or 2 from your share and eat them, you fat sack of shit. What the fuck? Go ahead and fight them yourself and die for all I care. Fine, but until I've gutted you, you miserable reptile. I said, shut the fuck up. Not if I don't run you through first, Porky. And he's there. Oh my god. Yep. Hopefully this fucking dude is dead. Thorfinn's got a pile of split logs waiting over there. Come and haul them already. Thorfinn? Huh? Sorry, just a moment. What's he doing? What is Thorfinn doing? Snake's reading the Bible inside. He's listening to it. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize Thorfinn was a Christian. Actually, he's not. He just finds it interesting to listen to. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you salute your brethren, what do ye more than others? Do not even pagans do so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Good grief. Talk about a tall order. I'm tired of the Gospels, Gramps. All the lectures are driving me crazy. Let's go back to the early stuff. That was a lot more fun. Well, yeah. Hey, Gramps, what you doing? Need to piss? The wheat needs reaping while there's still light. I told you, they take care of it ages ago. Go back to sleep. Arneed, come here. Old man pissed himself. Oh, man. That's so sad. The old man's losing his wits. He won't last much longer. What? But he was in great health just weeks ago. He's old enough to have great grandkids. When their legs go weak, the elderly grow infirm. Probably won't be right away, though. He did a lot for you, too. Pay it back while you can. Damn. I've always wondered something. What's your relationship to the old master, Snake? Relationship? We've got nothing to do with each other. I'm just thinking of selling off his fancy book when he kicks the bucket, that's all. Oh, that's the escaped slave. Okay. You there, stop that horse. That's him, Snake. He's the runaway slave. Nah, this guy's still alive. He already killed Lizard. You gotta stop him. Are you shitting me? Damn it, my sword's in the house. It can't be. Oh, shit. It was him on the cover of the volume. Okay. God, it looks like he has blonde hair, so Hmm. Arnid, I found you at last, my wife. Whoa! Oh shit. Oh shit. Garter's assault. Garter. You've lost a little weight. Still, you're even more beautiful than before. Wow. This must be Keitel's farm then. Unbelievable. All this time we were only a few days walk apart. Is that Arnid's husband? Poor Einor. And how is Hjalti? He must be huge by now. Garter, Hjalti is that their son? Let's go back home. The three of us. Home. Don't take his hand, Arnid. Do it and I'll cut you apart. Shit. Oh, man. Slice. Oh, fuck! Went for the horse. Good move. Gardir. Fox, take Arnid and get out of here. Oh, man. That's my wife! Don't touch my wife! I think there's something wrong with him, Snake. Didn't it seem like he forgot for an instant that we were even on his heels? Is it true that Lizard's dead? Yes, his skull was crushed. I see. So he came here for Arnid. Don't you dare let him have her. Yes, sir. Are you Keitel? Shit. What if I am? Then you die. Garter, get away now. You'll get yourself killed. Oh, man. Oh, Einor. Don't, I mean, she's gonna hate you if you do that, bro. You don't know what's going on here. What do you think you're doing? Are you going to swing at Snake with that axe? Oh, wait, what? I know exactly what's going on. Arnid's husband has come back to save her. Oh, okay. We're slaves too, Thorfinn. Don't you want Arnid to be free? I do, but look at the situation. 3 men need to go down for her to escape. I know I don't have the strength to complete the task, but Einor, that's not what I'm saying. Can you kill a man? Whether it's a guest or not, are you capable of using that axe to take a life? Yeah. What else can I do? That's smart, Thorfinn. You stand there and watch. I'll take him alive. We need to question him and learn who he is. Ooh, man, that's intense. Both these guys are really skilled. Alright, Gardener's attacking. Snake's dodging. Watch out, Snake. Who do you think you're talking to? Ooh, that's close. You won't be able to take him alive. That's how we failed already. Just kill him. Shut up, I'm getting loosened up. Speaking of which, did you even manage to hit him at any point? No. He's already wounded. 3 men against 1 injured, and you lost. That just shows his skill. Plus, he's got that fury of being a slave. He's pissed. Oh, man. Alright. Yep. Dodge, get him. He must be wearing something. Or no. Did he get him? That's the spot. Bam, hit him with the back of the sword. Badger, tie him up. Alright, alright. Okay, Snake. I thought it was going to be a little bit more evenly matched. But of course, he is already injured. Yeah, he hit him in the injured spot, so that makes sense. Gardener, oh man, he's pissed. Arnid. Oh man. Don't be careless around him. Keep 5 guards at all times. Also, send a message to Yalakur's uncle or whoever that we've caught their fugitive. Walk, damn you. Do you want to be dragged? Oof. That's brutal. I could tell you two have something to say, but a slave's opinion is worthless. Yeah, now they're a slave. Yeah, okay, they're all like hanging out having dinner together, but now that something big goes down, now it's a slave and they're worthless. That's how it goes. You can't just let him go, it's too cruel. He killed one of my men and is suspected of killing several others. He also showed intent to kill the master, as well to kidnap Arnid, the master's favorite. You can't let a man like that go free. Forget about him, Arnid. That wasn't your husband, just a mad runaway slave. Oh man, I feel bad for her. Don't get involved in this, understand? You just take care of the old man. Arnid, man. And then, of course, you know, Einar's gonna feel so awkward because he cares for her, and now he knows she's got a husband, and Thorfinn's just like, you know, he senses Einar's rage, man. Einar, please take your seat. Dinner will be ready soon. By the dark of night, we might be able to sneak into the fortress and rescue Garter. If we don't do anything, your husband will be put to death. Don't you realize that? Oh, Einor. Oh, bro. There's so much I want to say to you, bro. Thank you, but I am fine. Some things cannot be changed. When it comes to one of those things, it's best to do nothing. Just stay put and wait for the storm to pass. There's no need for you to make that storm worse, Einor. But you don't, and they're like just about to be freed too. I love him. Our marriage was decided by our parents, but he was good to me and our son. In that case, we ought to act, even if it means fighting Snake and his men. It's better than doing nothing. There are times when you have to fight to gain your freedom. Isn't that right, Thorfinn? Oh, man. Thorfinn's in that place where he doesn't want to believe that. Please, Thorfinn, you have to help. I'll draw attention, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I like how the dialogue's covered up, like she speaks over him. That's just a neat little touch. I lost my son over a pot. Huh? Please let me tell you a brief story about who I am. Okay. The old man's listening. Our family lived in a settlement in Sweden. It was very normal, neither rich nor poor. When my son was a year old, we discovered a swampland with iron deposits within the distant woods. There was a squabble over the rights to the swamp between several sides, and fighting broke out. One of Gardner's friends was involved in the conflict and came for him to help. Gardner informed the village of this fact, and all the men had an open discussion. Do we participate in the fight or not? If we win, we will gain iron. Okay. The men decided to join the battle. We women were surprised by this. Our settlement was not lacking in pots or sickles. The men were going to risk their lives for something that we didn't need, and yet the women could not change their minds. On the morning we went off to battle, Gardner held our son, Hjalti, in his arms and told him, Hjalti, your father is going off to fight in order to protect you. I did not understand what he meant. Look at him when he was all cleaned up, man. He looks like just an honorable man. He wanted to protect our son. He should have stayed behind. And Thorfinn knows that call to battle, that thing that's within us men. I mean, don't try to deny it, man. It's in our very blood. All the young men went to battle. The women and children stayed behind to protect his homes, and several weeks passed. When we saw the ships, we first thought the men had come home at last, but we were wrong. Damn. It was the enemy. They struck when they knew our menfolk were gone. Our homes were burned, the elderly were slaughtered, the women were loaded into ships and taken away, and then they took Hjalti away from me. They said that an unmarried woman would fetch a better price at the market. If Gardner had not gone off to take place in the battle, if he had just weathered the storm, but instead our suffering never ended. When I saw him today, I was terrified of him. I'm certain that great suffering changed him for the worse. Now he is the storm. Shit. This time, I must protect my child from the men and their storms. Child. I am carrying the child of the master now. I learned just days ago. Woo! Okay, alright. The master will welcome the child with open arms. He was hoping for a baby. I have no doubt that on this farm the child will grow up healthy and strong, living a peaceful life. This is so awkward for Einor. Okay, not only does she have a husband, but she had a child. Now she's pregnant with another man's child. Oh, man. Poor dude. But poor, imagine that. Like, having her child ripped away from her, sold into a slave, forced to have sex with Kaito. Even though Kaito's... What do you want to say? It's hard to say Kaito's a good man because he has slaves and has sex with a slave. But... it's just, you have to put it in context of, like, the time period, you know? Like, he's... I guess at the end of the day, it's still not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying Kaito's not... He's just a coward, you know? I thought you were going to wait out the storm, Arneed. You heard that, Master? You people think I've gone senile and lost my mind, but I'm still as smart as a whip. At least, I might help tend his wounds. Perhaps I'm making the wrong choice. Perhaps I shouldn't attempt to see Gardner again. I won't blame you. It's your choice. I'm sorry I can't help you. I'll be back soon. Oh man, poor girl. The fucking hell. After the sun is down, just make it tomorrow, damn it. Look, it wasn't my idea. The madam's calling. Stupid old bitch. Never says a word about our security methods until this exact moment. You suppose it's about the 3-horse reward? You think the miserly broad's gonna demand a share? She'd better not. Oh, shit, he sees her. Great. Snake, please let me see my husband. He's hurt, isn't he? Did you tend to his wounds? And why would we do that? What duty do I have to patch up a man who killed one of my own? Here's your horse, Snake. I've got to talk to the hag. Make sure to escort Arnid back to the old master's place. Snake, he just took the last horse. Damn, I have to walk her back? That's just great. Well. Come on, dude. No wonder his husband comes back for her. Please, I beg you, let me see my husband. I swear that I will not attempt to free him. I only want to tend to his wounds, that's all. Please. Snake said that she had permission to treat Gardner's wounds. I'm not lying. Oh, man. Arnid. Aw. They beat you. Cut up my ropes, Arnid. Let's go back home. Hey. No, it's fine. I checked her. Nothing that could cut a rope. That's fine, then. Hey, Arnid. Your husband came all the way just to see you. Don't waste your time fixing his wounds. You know what he really wants. I cannot properly treat him if he is tied up like this. Please, just for a few moments. Sorry, I can't indulge you there. But I can indulge... Wow. But you can indulge this cock. We didn't tie that up, at least. Arnid, I'm sorry. I will never leave you and Hjalti again. Can you forgive me? Damn. Oh. Oh, man. Dude. This is sad, man. This is sad. I don't know how to feel about this guy entirely because, I mean, I understand why he would go off to the battle he did, even if it wasn't necessarily the right thing to do. I understand how slavery can drive a man mad. I mean, not from like experience or anything, but just in a storytelling aspect. And then being, you know, ripped away from his wife and then finally seeing her again. Oh my God. Put you through hell. Let's start over. We can do it right next time. Release me from my bonds. There must be a way. I'm sorry, Gardner. I'm sorry. Forgive me. What do you mean? I'm the one that must beg for forgiveness. Please, Arnid, be strong. Well, this is no fun. The rain's picking up. I'm going inside to stay dry. Snake told us to stand guard around him. You can handle that on your own. You brought the woman here. You take care of her. Well, he's got a point. Gardner and Arnid. Okay. Hey, Arnid, you done yet? Satisfied? If there's one weakness I've got, it's a soft spot for women. If Snake finds out, I'll really get it. Come on your feet. You've had your time. Oh, shit! Fuck! That is fucking brutal. What weapon? I mean, you gotta use whatever weapon you got at the time, man. Holy shit. Are they gonna hear him, though, or can he not make a sound because of that? And the rain's picking up, too, so I guess that would, yeah. He's trying to draw a sword. Fuck. Arnid, there's a knife at his waist. You can cut my ropes. Hurry. Shit. Oh, shit. Fuck. Hurry. We'll both be killed. Oh, my God. Arnid, come on. Come on. Jesus. Atonement. She did it. Oh, man. Dude. The manga of Vinland Saga has really gotten in the habit of drawing intestines, apparently. Yeah. I'm sorry, Snake. All four are dead. You idiots. After all my warnings to take him seriously. Snake, come quick. It's a sword. Look at the tip. The rain washed away the blood, but there's still fat along the end. He stabbed someone with it. Looks steep. Wounds on top of wounds. There were no horses left in the fortress here. Let's track him down. He can't have gone far. We're going to find him and finish him off here on the farm. I'll find him and kill him. Einor is just thinking about everything. Man. Did you even sleep, Einor? I dare say you haven't either, Thorfinn. I never heard you moaning or yelling in your sleep. Were you keeping watch over me to make sure I didn't sneak off in the night and do something reckless? Well, I wouldn't. I don't want to cause Arnid trouble. She's such a poor, unfortunate woman. Her life's been ruined by war and slavery, and she did nothing to deserve it. If the innocent are suffering, then something's wrong. It's wrong. It hurts to hear you say that. I lived at war for years and years. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I don't have the right to claim it hurts. Forget I said it. I don't think that Arnid knows you used to be a warrior. I never said that you were. Thank you. It's pathetic to admit, but I'm afraid of people like her learning the truth about me. In the past, I never gave thought to it. How could I do those terrible things to people and never think about what I was doing? Looking at you now, I can't imagine you fighting like that. He's got the pain, man, the pain associated with it. Thorfinn, that thing you mentioned a while back, were you serious? Eliminating warfare and slavery from the world? That's what you said. It sounded like a dream to me, but you've experienced both of them. Did you have some great idea? What should we do? How would we get rid of war and slavery? Yeah, how did just two men, do that? I only know what I've experienced for myself. It is clear that war creates much slavery. The people on the losing side become slaves like our need. The boundary between warriors and slaves is a tenuous one. It is difficult to separate the two. There are other causes of slavery, but I think the biggest is war. If there were fewer wars, there'd be fewer slaves. But Norsemen do not see war as a bad thing, and I didn't either. Einor's got a little bit of resentment to that, even though they're friends. A Norseman's worth is in his valor and riches. That's why they all go a Viking. The more enemies you kill and valuables you plunder, the greater respect you earn. All of a man's pride rests on this. So fathers, teach your sons how to fight and give them weapons, put them on ships and send them off to war. We Norsemen have always done this. It's been the way of life. Fighting is just taken for granted. It's hard to stop doing something like that. It's like telling someone to stop breathing. Yeah, you're so indoctrinated into a system, You can't tell someone just to not do it, especially when everyone around you is doing it. And the value of you becoming somebody or not falling victim to somebody else is being better than them at that. It's just a perpetual cycle. But there are men like you, a Norseman, that manage to stop. Is it really so strange to swear not to harm others? In Nordic society, yes. You would be called a coward, and cowards are shunned. What do you mean? But that's fine. That's beyond my ability to change. All I know is leaving that life seemed far better to me than being forced to bear more of them. Them, the dead, the people I killed. Their ghosts appear in my dream every night, cursing me. Why did you kill me? After the rage and hatred you felt at your father's murder, how could you kill so many fathers and brothers and sons? I must atone for what I did to them. I must carry them to a place where they can finally rest in peace. Wow. It's just like well, it's different, but like being haunted by trauma in the past. Canute is seeing his father's head, and Thorfinn has these literal like corpses trying to drag him down. I can't take anymore. The burden of even one more death would be too much. But only you can see the dead. Aren't other warriors plagued by the spirits of the dead that they killed? I don't know what other people see, but I didn't start seeing the dead until after I became a slave. Perhaps you cannot see them. Perhaps you cannot see them while you are a warrior. Not while you are a warrior. Or spend all this time thinking, what can I do to earn their forgiveness? You cannot simply give up the sword. There's more to that, of course. Simply swearing not to kill or destroy any more than you already have does not atone for all the harm done in the past. A man must raise more grain than he has trampled in his life. His hands must build more homes than they have burned. I must make up for the death and destruction that I caused with at least a little life and creation. Also, the detail of his ear being cut off, or partially cut off from the last volume. Almost forgot about that. It's a good detail. I still don't know how to rid the entire world of war, but as long as I can at least manage to build one little village, I want to create a place that does not need any swords. And there, I hope to build a barrow to placate the souls of the dead. But how will you protect that place? I understand how you feel, but if you will not fight, then warriors from elsewhere will bring the storms of war to you. And this is the big argument when it comes down to it, right? This is like the argument of guns and everything too. It's like, okay, it's fine if you want to be peaceful, but how do you protect from other people? I hate war too, but in order to maintain one's peace and freedom, there are times when fighting is necessary. You should know better than anyone that Norse pirates can strike anywhere, but that won't work. It is meaningless to wage war for peace. That wouldn't be enough to escape the hell of endless slaughter. So how do you do it? I suppose it sounds like a dream. It will stay a dream. No matter where in the world you go, you'll never find a place that has no need for swords. Unless you went somewhere past the ends of the earth. A place where even the Vikings couldn't find you. A place for all those who have been shunned by society. It's very strange. I feel as though I've spoken about this before in a very distant past. If there were a land across the horizon, a land without war or slaves, if there were a land of peace, somewhere that's not here. Across the horizon. A place where no power can reach, a place no slaver knows, a place far beyond the horizon. Is there even such a place? There is. I forgot. I heard stories about it from a sailor when I was a boy. He said there was a rich, vast land beyond the Great Western Sea, a landmass entirely untouched. That's incredible. Is it true? So if you just go there? No. I've heard it's terribly far away. I don't know exactly where to find it. There's no guarantee that I could reach it. And it'd mean creating a country. We will need to find and bring a great many of the shunned. That is a massive undertaking. I see, but it's a wonderful idea to think about. Careful, he's deadly. What's going on here? It's too early for this. Well, I don't sense anything. Hard to tell with all the junk in here. Toss everything so we can search. Yeah, he escaped. Gardner escaped. What other reason would the guests have for ransacking our barn? Our need. What are you going to do when you get to her place? Drive Gardner away? I don't know. All I know is I want to do something for our need to make sure she doesn't get more miserable than she already is. Oh, she's actually there. Not him. It's those two slaves. What were their names again? Thorfinn and Einor. What's the call? Should we drive them off? No, don't bother. Let them do as they will. Why is she here? Our need. Yes, you're here about Gardner, aren't you? You knew? I set him free. I cut Gardner's ropes. If I hadn't, he would have been killed. I didn't have a choice. Gardner killed all of the guards on watch, and he suffered a terrible wound himself. More of the guests dead. The guests are watching us. Lean over and pretend to help to wash the dishes, Einar. We'll whisper. Stay calm. Just tell us what's happening. I just thought I needed to tend Gardner's wounds, so the two of us ran here through the rain, here to the old master's home. While I was tending to him, Gardner lost consciousness. He was too heavy to move, but I managed to hide him somehow. You hid him? So Gardner's here? Yes, the old master told me to. Snake group arrived just after I finished. They seem to think that Gardner escaped on his own and is hiding out somewhere. They're in the main wing of the house waiting for Gardner to come meet me. Snake and two more. But why would you push yourself like this? I thought you said you were going to do nothing for the sake of the baby you're carrying. And will Gardner, if Gardner knows that she's pregnant too, what will he do? Why did I slip last night to see Gardner? Perhaps I was still dreaming that there might be some malicious chance that Gardner and I, and Keitel's child with me, might be able to start over again. It was a very selfish dream. I'm such a horrible woman. Only ever thinking of myself. Gardner was only thinking of us the entire time, and he even apologized. Gardner's escape from slavery and the people he's killed were all for the sake of me and Hjalti. What did I do? I blamed it all on Gardner and tried to abandon him. Where did Gardner get hit? Did he bleed much? Did you stop it? His chest on the right side. There was a lot of blood. It was still flowing when I hit him. I see. Then we don't have a moment to waste. Arnid, are you prepared to tie your fate to Gardner's? If you simply cannot bring yourself to abandon him, your only choice is to go on the run together. But if you are pregnant, that will make your escape even more difficult than it already is. If you're determined to do it anyway, we will help you. Thorfinn's like, okay. It's the only option, Thorfinn, please. I suppose it is the only choice. Because Thorfinn doesn't want, he doesn't want anyone else to get hurt or fight. And so, but he's so close to being free. But then again, by the time Keitel gets there, things are going to be different. And Canute's going to be on his tail. So there's a lot going on right now. Don't fall asleep. Next time you take your eyes off Arnid, I'll break your nose. Of course, sir. Been up all night. Pardon me. It's time to prepare lunch. Take your tools and make it out front. You were lured to draw Gardner out in the open. You have to stay as visible as possible. Yes, sir. Don't you feel some pity for them? Well, Snake, people say that slaves were meant to be slaves by their weakness. Every man in his proper place. But I don't think that way. The slaves simply didn't have good luck. And if you or I had had worse luck, we could have been slaves. What of it? That has nothing to do with all of this. 5 of my men have been killed. I won't be satisfied until I've killed the bastard who did it. This is about my personal honor. If I'm not able to stop him, I can't wear my sword and call myself a bodyguard anymore. Then give up your stupid sword. It's the perfect time to take up a proper job. Boo! Oof. I will give you my fields. Live a clean life. Wow. He's just willing to give them up. I've likely never be back on my feet, and my death is coming. I owe you something for reading me the Bible. Don't bring up that crap now. Why would I toil in the dirt? Snake! A shadow on the 3rd tree. It must be him. Oh, man. How life used to be. Damn. Thorfinn's hiding in the grass. There they are. 1, 2, 3. That's all of them. You can do it, Einor. Just don't get caught. Oh, okay. So Einor is leading him away. Shit. Spread out to the... They're on horses, though. I mean, what's he gonna do? There goes Garner's racing for the woods. Son of a bitch. We can't take the horses in there. Okay. Hurry. Don't catch him. All right. Don't let him get in the trees. Shit. It's so far. He's too fast. Not even the speed of a... That's not the speed of a wounded man. Spider, Badger, keep following him, but don't get too close. If he just so happens to be Gardner, he's beyond your ability. Come back with reinforcements soon. Just keep chasing and, until then. Got it? Where are you going? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Pardon me, old master. Forgive me, old master. We're borrowing the horse and cart. We'll make it up through work. Don't waste your time with pointless worries. Just make sure I'm in the cart. If I'm there, no one on the farm will think twice about it. But sir, we can't get you involved in this. You've already have, you great idiot. Now stop quibbling, get with it. Thank you. Damn. Onto the bed. Gardner. He's alive, you treated him well. But he's as cold as stone. He's lost too much blood. Shit, is this character just gonna die? You've got to hurry to the southern border. You can't leave the country. The guests will have a harder time following. You need to stay with us to the edge of the farm, old master. I will split off after time and act as a diversion. Shit. Here he comes. I didn't hear any hoofbeats. He dismounted to approach. Smart. Snake's no joke, dude. Under the bed. I see. He's unconscious. No wonder I didn't sense anyone there. Thorfinn. Let me be clear, Thorfinn. There is no room for negotiation. Hand over Gardner. If you don't, I will kill you. What's Thorfinn gonna do? It's just Snake, no one else. If I knock him out and tie him up, we can escape. Just evade the sword and hit him on the chin. And with that, back to fighting, Thorfinn. Guess I don't have a choice in this situation, do you? There's no lust or hatred behind this fight. It's purely altruism. See? Now you have proper justification for swinging those fists. And that's what it's all about. It's about how do you justify battle and violence. But then again, I suppose he's got just a reason for fighting as well. So what now, Thorfinn? Will you hold true to your oath of peace, or do you surrender to the way of battle to save this man? Which is the path of being a true warrior. No time to think. You've got to choose now. Shit. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what I would do in his case. Oh, he tried. He tried. Shit. Thorfinn attacked. Okay, he's dodging. Woo! This is going to be crazy for Snake, dude, because he only knows Thorfinn as a slave. I mean, I think he is aware of Thorfinn's past, but that's an odd stance. Not a sword, not for swords, axes, or spears. Maybe daggers? Yeah, dude. Holy shit. Thorfinn, man. I think this is the last chapter in this volume. No going home. Shit. So what's Thorfinn gonna do, man? He's trying to... Thorfinn is attacking, though. Thorfinn is trying to knock him out so that they can escape. But this is like... How's he gonna explain it to Keitel, though? That's the thing. He's trying. Oh, shit. They're both thinking he's tough. Yeah. He's evading every single swipe of my sword. This is unbelievable. You're kidding me. Against an unarmed man? He's faster than anyone I've fought before. I can't even get close. And the way he countered from that position, he's got incredible experience. But how can this be? How does a man like him wind up as a slave? How does such a talented fighter end up a bodyguard on a rural farm? They're both so impressed with each other. Oh shit! He tripped. He found his opportunity. Kicked him. There's the cart. He's by the cart. Oh shit. Stop, Snake. Don't kill Gardner. Please let him go. You know it's not going to work like that, Arneed. He killed 5 of my men. I'm not going to turn the other way. I won't be satisfied until I've killed him 5 times over. Snake, I will pay for the lives of your men. I'll sell my fields. Shut up, old man. This isn't about money. Yes, my men are idiots, scum, and common villains. They're all outcasts who have had to use aliases to cover up for their failures elsewhere. But are you saying I shouldn't care if they die? Are you? Does this Gardner truly have a right to live? More than my 5 men? Tell me, Thorfinn, what's the difference in their worth? Nothing to say then. There's no real difference. Then he will atone for those lives with his own fair and equal. Fuck. Oh, shit. He did it. Oh, man. Do you two want to continue? Will you avenge Gardner now? You cut his ropes, didn't you, Arneed? You all bear the shame and blame for these crimes. I'll tie you up until the master gets... Oh, shit! Oh, man. How did that not kill him? He got him. Oh, shit. He's going to choke him out. Fuck. Snake. Enough, Gardner. He's unconscious. If you block his air any longer, he'll die. Gardner. How is he this strong? Let's go, Gardner. We'll go back home. You've done enough. Nobody is blocking our way anymore. Hjalti is waiting too. Let him go. Hjalti. Where is he now? The sword went straight through his body. It's too late for... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how is he still freaking standing, man? Hjalti is... He's with your brother's family back in Burka. I sent him before the fighting started. I see. Then I owe my brother even more. I must prepare a proper gift when he arrive. Take Hjalti back. Is this cart yours? I would like to borrow it. It's mine. You may have it, Gardner. Be gone. Go home. What is your name, sir? Svekel. Thank you, Mr. Svekel. Thorfinn and Einar. I don't know how to thank you. This is madness, Arnees. Gardner's not going to last. It's fine. Just let us go. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at him. He's just stabbed through the fucking chest like riding. My God. How old is Hjalti? 8, 9? My grasp of time is gone ever since I became a slave. 6. He would be 6. What a shame I missed his dearest years. He was the only one I said when I said goodbye. The little tyke's probably forgotten all about us by now. Well, he's my son. No doubt he's grown into quite a little terror, setting fire to horses' tails and so on. You did that when you were a boy? I did. My father tanned my hide for it. Once he grows old enough, a boy's bound to start saying he wants to go a Viking, but I won't let him. Oh my goodness, Gardner. I'm fine, just a little tired. Let me rest. Arneed, Hjalti, I swear, I won't leave your side ever again. Oh my God, it's too late. And here comes the crew. Shit. He's not gonna make it. There's no conceivable way you could save him at this point. After being stabbed through the chest like that, it's over. Whew. And that brings us to volume 7. Holy crap! Oh man, that was intense, man. I look, Gardner, man, that put Thorfinn in such an impossible position. That's the thing. Like, Thorfinn wants to never hurt anybody again. He wants to rid the world of war and slavery, or at least make it to Vinland and create a world without war and slavery, which is going to be ironic because America is going to be basically built on slavery. But in the context of the story, that makes sense for him to want to do that. And he was put in this position where, like, he had to knock out Snake in order to get Gardner out of there. But you know, as soon as that was an option, like as soon as he knew that he had to fight, Askeladd showed up in his mind, you know, saying, "Oh look, You're gonna have to fight again. Look at this. You wanted to get past this and never have to do this again, but too fucking bad is basically what Askeladd was saying. So that is and that's the conundrum. That's where it comes down to, because I am a man that I would prefer never to fight. I would prefer the world to be in peace. I would prefer for people to settle their differences just by talking it out, figuring out, listening to each other. But it comes down to it that no matter how peaceful of a man that you want to be, there are always going to be people out there, like right there that we're looking at, Thorgil, that just are obsessed with violence, or Vikings that will come in and take everything, people that steal and loot and riot and invade your home, and there's always evil people out there. So you have to be able to fight in order to defend yourself from horrible people. But in that same way, that perpetuates the idea of wanting to fight and wanting violence, and knowing that you are going to be violent yourself in certain situations. And in certain situations it does call for that, and it's such a horrible, like, dark truth of the world. But what Thorfinn is fighting for is to, the quest to become a true warrior, what I believe Vinland Saga is trying to say through Thors and now Thorfinn. A true warrior is fighting the battle of needing to fight battles. So how do you defend yourself? How do you progress? How do you save people without using violence? That is the battle of a true warrior, and that's what we're experiencing here. And and you understand where every character is coming from. I understand Gardner, when he was introduced, I didn't understand what the hell was happening, but I thought, he was just kind of like a crazed, former slave. But you see that he came from a place where he had a wife, he had a child, he's just trying to escape, he's trying to find his wife again. How can you blame him? Wow, I mean, it was just like, I didn't expect that. And like his death, I'm assuming he died there, because again, there's no way you can survive being like stabbed through the middle of the chest. Vinland Saga takes place in the quote-unquote real world, so we have to agree that serious wounds, serious injuries have to, in order for the verisimilitude of the story to make sense, he has to die from that. And oh my god, and the fact that Harner, I always forget her name. It's Harnier, right? Let him think that their child was still there, and oh my god, like so he believed they were going back to their kid, not knowing that their kid is lost to wherever they took him, whatever they did with him might have killed him. She let him have that moment of believing that they were going to be a true family again, and that's pretty devastating. So wow, this was quite the intense volume. Obviously we had the whole situation with Keitel, so that's coming. Keitel's coming back. He's with Leif Erikson, actually, so that'll be interesting to see. But Canute's going to be right on their tail, and they're basically using Keitel's farm as the friggin' scapegoat, or as the the martyr, in order to help his kingdom thrive. And the more that Canute does, the more he justifies. So this was such an intense volume. This arc is incredible. I love this arc more than the first one, despite not having Askeladd here. Askeladd is my favorite character, but even so, this arc is better. The themes are better, the pacing is better, the storyline is better. Everything that's happening, the characters being introduced, this is absolutely fantastic. I love this arc, the slave arc, farm arc, whatever you want to call it. This has been incredible. I can't wait to read more. But I've been going for quite a while now, so I gotta rest my eyes, rest my vocal cords. But thank you guys for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Let me know if a video like this is more to your liking with the Vinland Saga reviews, if you'd rather do a reaction video, or if you'd rather just have kind of a collected recap thoughts video afterwards like I was doing before. Let me know which one you prefer in the comments. But also, please talk about this volume. Talk about Gardner, talk about everything that happened with him, what's going on with Keitel and Canute, and what you feel about Thorfinn's philosophy at this point in the series. So let me know all that down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you again. So reaction videos are obviously going to be much longer. but I appreciate you sticking with me. If you have, please give the video a like, comment, and because all interaction with the video helps it be seen in the algorithm. So hopefully more Vinland Saga fans will see it, and we'll have more Vinland Saga discussions on the channel and get that moving up. Thank you guys. I love this manga. Can't wait to read more. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.